From the floor of ITS World Congress, this is the Future of Mobility podcast series, conversations with the leaders redefining how the world moves, presented by the Transportation Channel in partnership with ITS America Events.
Welcome to the Transportation Channel podcast, presented in partnership with ITS America Events. I'm your host, Alan Cleland, and we're reporting from the heart of the ITS World Congress here in Atlanta, Georgia, bringing you expert insights into the innovations, challenges, and solutions driving the future of mobility worldwide. For this episode, I'm excited to welcome our guests from iTerrest, Stefania DiCerio and Tiffany Sims. An honor to have them joined by Eugenio Patané, Deputy Mayor from Mobility, City of Rome, Italy. Welcome, one and all.
Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you for joining me and our audience here today. Stefania, could you please start our chat by you giving us a brief introduction to yourself and our other guests?
Of course. So, first of all, thank you for having us. My name is Stefania DiCerio. I'm the director and the country manager of Almaviva USA. And Almaviva is a global mobility leader, and I'm working in North America, and I'm focused on expanding experience that we had in Europe in North America. And I'm very pleased to have with me Eugenio Patané, that is the Deputy Mayor of Mobility of the City of Rome, a city where everything is difficult, and transportation means putting together ancient infrastructure with new innovation. And very proud to have with new colleagues, Tiffany Sims. She's my new colleague because Almaviva has acquired iTerrest. And so Tiffany is the Vice President of Product Management in iTerrest. And so here we are.
Thank you, Stefania. iTerrest is a very well-known and established company here in the U.S. Could you please explain recent changes in the organization which brings you here to the ITS World Congress?
Yes, thank you for the question. And as I anticipated, iTerrest, of course, is a very well-established company in the U.S. And Almaviva has decided to expand in the U.S. So we are looking for a very good company to buy, to acquire, and to grow together. And so that's why iTerrest was acquired by Almaviva last November, became part of this group, this Almaviva group. Almaviva Group is an Italian group that is have 30 different offices around the world, and we have around 41,000 of people around the world, so quite big company. And we are very proud to have also iTerrest in the group, and we really believe that working together can really make the difference, because we can put together what iTerrest is really good to do, that is road and integration in roads, and transit, where Almaviva is rail and transit, where Almaviva is very well. So together we are really an excellence, and we cover all the mobility needs.
Excellent. And there's obviously a strong relationship here with the City of Rome.
Yeah, absolutely. The City of Rome is our city, is where we have born, and so the relationship is very strong, and was, let me say, very challenging, because the deputy mayor is with us. He has a very strong vision on the mobility, and so we were proud to be the innovation company that was working with the City of Rome to make this vision a reality. And we have realized for the City of Rome, the control room, the operational control center for the mobility, where we have integrated in one unique place all the data of mobility, coming from transit, private transport, micro-mobility, sharing mobility, and taxi. So it's very unique thing.
Goodness me, that's quite a range. Quite a range. And this is a fairly long-standing relationship.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely a long-standing relationship, and we try to make ourselves partner of the city more than providers.
Excellent. Well, thank you. That's a fascinating historical insight there. Tiffany, internally in iTerrest itself, what are some of the key developments in iTerrest's products and services?
Yeah, I'd love to talk about that, and I'll highlight a few things. The first is AI. We're really going all in on AI. But what we really try to focus on is what's called purposeful AI, which is to say not just AI because it's cool, even though it is really cool, but building AI models that are purpose-built to solve real transportation challenges. And that spans across our sensors and our software portfolio. We've long had Vantage Apex in the market, which is our AI-powered sensor, best-in-class proprietary model and training data. We've recently enhanced that to add new multimodal detection and classification capabilities, and also have that power applications at the edge. For example, if a truck is detecting approaching the intersection, we can extend the green so that it can safely cross. We're also integrating AI throughout our ClearGuide platform in a lot of different ways, which includes new natural language interfaces, new summary reports to get to insights faster, and new signal timing anomaly alerts on all signals in North America. So lots more to come on AI in the coming months. Some other things that we're up to now with Alma Viva, we're a global company, so we're taking our products global. We're localizing our software, and you can come to our booth and see ClearGuide in Brazil and Rome and Dubai. We're taking our connected vehicle technologies abroad, and on our roadmap, we're really focused on compliance with now global standards and putting together product bundles that'll benefit agencies across the world. And third, we're integrating with Alma Viva's technologies. As Stefania said, they have really exciting capabilities in things like transit and rail. And when you combine that with iTerrest, it really helps us accelerate our mission of making mobility safe, efficient, and sustainable for everyone.
That's tremendous. So that's quite a range of benefits there. But specifically from the user standpoint, what do you see as the impact that this merger brings in and new products that you've got?
Yeah, one, it's the global scale, and I think the integration of capabilities, like Stefania said, we've long been focused on roads, whereas Alma Viva brings a more multimodal perspective that combined, I think we can solve the real transportation challenges of the 21st century.
That's quite a change, because doesn't that bring in, that doesn't impact just the product, it impacts the agencies that are procuring and implementing and operating these products as well, because that sounds as though it spans across different departments in one agency, or even different agencies that have to work together. Yeah, are you seeing that as a result?
Yeah, 100%. And we've only been, together as a company less than 10 months, so we're pretty early in our journey, but very excited about bringing Alma Viva's proven technology from around the world into the U.S. markets.
Excellent. Okay, so here we are at the World Congress with this new merger, with new ideas, new products, key client relationship with the city of Rome. Um, if I'm an attendee here, and I go to the iTerrest booth, what would I come across that would reflect what you've been talking about?
Great questions. We have a lot of great technologies featured at our booth. We're booth 1613. So Eugenio is going to tell you about some of his work in Rome, and we are featuring the MOVA platform in our booth, including MOVA Transit and structural health monitoring. And you'll see a broad range of iTerrest technologies. You can come try out our PedSafe dedicated pedestrian safety sensor, which is a first of its kind technology focused on pedestrians in the crosswalk, perfect for mid-blocks and high-risk signalized intersections. We're showcasing Vantage Apex and the AI advancements that I described earlier. We have ClearGuide demos going and a couple big monitors. We have our connected vehicle hardware and software out on display. And then we are a mobility ecosystem, so we're highlighting some key partner solutions as well. For example, our partner ThroughGreen, their in-cabinet monitoring software, and their cloud-based emergency vehicle preemption and transit signal priority. So something for everyone at our booth between Alma Viva and iTerrest. So we hope to see everyone.
And I take it you mentioned connected vehicles. I was waiting for that to happen, actually. And presumably you were already invested in CV2X before FCC adopted it. And that's obviously something that you've continued to
Yeah,
develop as
absolutely.
well.
We've been in the connected vehicle business a long time. We're so excited that there's certainty in the regulations and the technology, and that we can all move forward together as an industry. We're ready to go, I think, on the infrastructure side, and we look forward to more vehicles rolling out that are able to understand the mission critical, safety critical messages that we're sending out to drivers to keep travelers safe.
So has the selection confirmation of CB2X, has this enabled you to have more into into industry, into company relationships within the CV sector?
Yeah, absolutely, because we've seen just more certainty moving forward, more players in the space. It is an ecosystem, so it's important to develop those partnerships moving forward.
Because that's to the benefit of everybody. If there's more firms working together and there's less segmentation within the market, that's a tremendous benefit. Because we've seen how that's been working in Europe so significantly. Yeah, wonderful. Oh well, that is exciting to anticipate what could be happening there. So that augurs some significant changes in the market, in the transportation sector market. What other significant changes do you anticipate or do you see coming along? And what would iTerrest offer or does iTerrest offer to address them?
Yeah, yeah, I'll take it. So what is the change is that we are putting the people at center of their mobility. So this is the real change. Since before there was the company that was addressed with the technology, so we are still addressing company. Of course, we are business to business. But the real difference is our product, Clear Guide and Mova, are platform that are people-centered, that are taking care about people, so about safety and about giving simple and sustainable travel to people. So this is the main difference, and together we are even stronger because we can integrate data from private transport to transit and provide integration and interoperability between the two modes of transportation.
Yeah, yeah, and it's also exciting to consider that you've got this sort of global
Yeah.
approach with more countries
We have
involved.
already won a project together in Dubai and with Clear Guide and leveraging the Almaviva presence there. We have a company there in Dubai and we have the first project together outside US.
Fascinating. Anything you'd like to add to this, Eugenio? This is very much the company standpoint, but as a user, as a client.
Well, we have to start from the need of the cities. And in Europe, we have some challenge to face with the reducing of the pollution, the reducing of the congestion, more safety on the street, fighting climate change. There are the challenge that we have now. And to do this, one of the most important problems that we have is the private traffic, the private cars. We have too many cars. In Rome, you have to know that we have more cars than driving licenses. So we have to reduce.
That would be indicative of a problem in itself, wouldn't it?
Yes, it is. So what we want to do is pass from a car-centric city to be an intermodal city. And so to do this, we ask the companies like Almaviva, like iTerrest, to say, okay, what can you do for us to put the user at the center of the system? Until now, the transportation companies do the lines, bus lines, the tram lines, the subway lines, but they didn't do anything to do intermodal journey from door to door. And so that is the problem. And so the mobility center and the application of mobility as a service must do this, put the user at the center and treat all the people in a different way. I mean, if I'm 17 and or if I'm 85, I need different things, and you have to treat me in a different way. So the mobility as a service just do this, and so this is the problem.
That's fascinating. Excellent. Well, thank you all for providing us with quite some insights into iTerrest, Almaviva, and the city of Rome as well, as to what you're thinking of, as well as your presence here at the ITS World Congress. So thank you very, very much, and we'll wish the whole team here continued success in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a wrap from the ITS World Congress. Thanks for tuning into the Transportation Channel podcast, where the future of mobility comes to life, as you've seen here this afternoon. Catch more conversations, stories, and innovations at thetransportationchannel.com. Thank you very much.
Live from ITS World Congress, this has been the Future of Mobility podcast series. For podcast membership information or to explore partnership opportunities, contact partnerships@thetransportationchannel.com.